Hi, and welcome to Lippy Presents Ghost News Network. Today is our question of the week. James, you got our question for us. What do you got?
So our question today is, what made you believe in the paranormal?
What made me believe in the paranormal? So for me, I was a child. I was probably preteen, 11, 12 years old. Me and my brother, we shared a room, and we saw what looked like some guy. My brother woke me up. He's like, "Dimitri, wake up, wake up." And we look across the room into our doorway, and we see this guy in what looks like old pilot's clothes, like the old bomber hats and the jacket with the goggles, like the skin cap, like the pilot's hats. And he looked at us, and he walked into our bathroom door, and me and my brother got up, and we ran over to check on him, and there was nobody there. And so we just were really freaked out. We ran to our parents' room, we woke them up, and they looked around the house, didn't find anybody. And we researched the home and found out that our home was actually owned by a small-time actress. We lived in Lake Ronkonkoma at the time, and Lake Ronkonkoma was the Hamptons before the Hamptons was explored back in the 40s. Lake Ronkonkoma was the place to be. So when we researched the house, we found out this small-time actress owned the home, and her boyfriend was a pilot who died in a plane crash. So, I mean, it was really weird. It turned me into a believer. I was really young, of course, but it really helped shape my belief in the paranormal. And my family always kind of believed in that stuff anyway. Yeah. We've always believed in ghosts and paranormal activity and all that other stuff. So, for us, it just really like sealed it for us. And something was definitely going on that. It was my first time ever witnessing something paranormal. I remember it like yesterday, you know. Okay. So, how about you?
So, for me, I didn't believe in the paranormal for a long time, but one day, another one of our investigators, Brandon, I've been friends with him for about 20 years at this point. So one day it was Brandon's whatever birthday, let's say 11th or something, I don't know, I don't care.
Right.
Not the point. Love you, Brandon. So we gathered a group of people at his house just for like a sleepover and everything. And then, throughout the night we were just all kind of hanging out. And then one of the people that Brandon invited, one of his other friends, said, "Hey, let's have a seance," or whatever, just... Cool. Yeah, cool. And at this point, I didn't believe at all in the paranormal or anything, and I was just kind of like, yeah, sure, why not? Nothing's gonna happen.
Right.
Brandon, on the other hand, looked at him and was like, "You shut your mouth. You are not doing that in my house." And he started talking about, like, stuff that happens in his house because, Brandon's been haunted by ghosts forever at this point. Yeah. But, so I'm like, oh, haha, very funny because I thought he was joking at that point. And then the night continues, and Brandon goes off to either go to the bathroom or get something to eat or whatever. And the guy goes up again. All right, he's gone. Let's do a seance. And I'm still not believing. I'm like, sure, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah.
So he starts gathering everyone in a circle, and Brandon comes back in the room, and the look that Brandon had on his face was a combination of anger and fear. Like, he knew. He didn't just think. He knew that if we did this, something was going to happen.
Right.
And I still can picture his face very clearly when he did that. I'm like, oh, he really believes in this.
Yeah.
Maybe there is something to this. And party goes on, and I ask him about it, and he tells me about these shadow people that he sees all the time walking past him. His mother even sees it all the time. I'm like, wow, this is interesting. And that kind of sparked my interest. And it wasn't actually until years later when Brandon moved to Florida, I went to Florida to go visit him, where I had my first paranormal experience, where I was sleeping on the floor next to his bed, and then all of a sudden his bed sank down, like somebody sat down on the bed to watch TV with me, and I look up and I'm like, what the heck? And then, like, I'm staring at it for a couple seconds, and then Brandon wakes up, sees me looking at him, and when he wakes up, the bed just rises again.
Wow.
And he's sitting there staring at me while I'm staring at that, but he thinks I'm staring at him, and I'm like, alright, that's crazy. So that's what got me into it.
Wow, that's interesting. Cool stuff.
Yeah.
But how about you guys? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you haven't yet, you can give this video a like, share, and subscribe. And you can also click that little notification bell to know when all of our content is being uploaded to YouTube. So thank you guys very much for joining us on this latest edition of Ghost News Network. And until next time, take care, guys.